Another day and another wide receiver rumor linked to the New England Patriots. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And the 49ers wide receiver, well, he's asked for the Niners to either extend him, give him a contract extension, or trade him. So obviously, everybody linked the New England Patriots to possibly be trading for him. And let's just talk about Jauan Jennings. I mean, solid player. He kind of broke out in 2024, but his measurables are the one thing where you look at, and it is absolutely like, this guy could be a big wide receiver. And now that breaking out in 2024, going into 2025, he looks like he could be the 49ers' top wide receiver with Deebo Samuel being out of there. Brandon Ayuk, we have no idea what he wants to do. But only 28 years old, like inside and outside versatility. He's a big-bodied route runner with great hands. And you see the PFF grade. 83.1, 14th out of 133 wide receivers. He showed, like, this guy is one of the kind of improving wide receivers, becoming one of the best in the NFL. I'm not going to put him in the top 10 category just yet after one season, but people are probably all going to be asking, Brett, why are we keep talking about the wide receivers? It seems like it's over and over and over. Back all the way when the offseason started, we heard about Gabe Davis, and then there's Terry McLaurin, and then there's this, and then there's that. Like, it is just all the time we're hearing about the wide receivers. And, well, there's one reason. We have a ton of wide receivers, but they're not really that great. We saw the PFF rankings. We saw them, how the Patriots were ranked still bottom 5 in the NFL wide receivers. And imagine if Jauan Jennings was a part of this, 6'3", 212 pounds. Like, it would be a great acquisition for the Patriots to get Jauan Jennings, because look at this wide receiver room. I know you have your top 3, but Pop Douglas, Kyle Williams, like Jauan Jennings, I'm going to take them over those two. Kendrick Bourne, Kayshon Boutte, Jalen Polk, like Javon Baker, I know Efton Chisholm, but just with Jauan Jennings, it would be great for a guy like him to join the New England Patriots. And I'm sure Elliott Wolf should call up the 49ers and be like, hey, what would it be to get a trade? So everybody's linking him to him. I think it would be a possibility, but it would kind of just be, what would you have to give up to trade? Not to mention, the reason why he's requesting a trade in the first place is because he wants a contract extension. It's like everybody in the NFL right now. When they're on an expiring contract, they want to have that stability. They want to get paid. And when you have 77 catches in one season and you see the PFF grade when it's 14th out of 133, you think that you deserve that type of contract and get that stability going in 4 years down the line. So I'll ask you guys before we break it down even more, would you guys trade for Jauan Jennings? Would you want this wide receiver on this Patriots roster? Give me a Y for yes or N for no down in the comments section. This is what Adam Schefter tweeted out yesterday, and it was kind of, I wouldn't say a big surprise, but he said he's scheduled to make $7.5 million this year in the final year of his deal. He wants a new contract or a trade. So I don't really necessarily think he wants to leave the 49ers, but if he doesn't get that contract, somebody out there will probably give him that type of money. The 49ers extended Jennings' deal last year, but it does not change how he feels about this year. And the first thing I thought of is that he would be an absolute deep threat for this New England team. You have Drake Maye, who has an absolute cannon of an arm, and we didn't really get to see that last year because the Patriots did not have that deep threat. The deep threat was Kayshon Boutte, and Kayshon Boutte is 5'11". Jauan Jennings is 6'3". You can see, you go look his pictures up, go look his highlight tape up. It's every single catch. Yeah, I'm going to go up there and grab it at the highest point and bring it down. And that's why the Patriots tried to get a deep threat. That's why they're still looking for a deep threat and still in the market for a wide receiver. And he broke out in 2024, like 77 catches. But I said before, Ayuk, Deebo, there was kind of no, like Ricky Pearsall also had those injuries that he dealt with at the beginning of the season. It was Jauan Jennings and only Jauan Jennings, and he took advantage of that because before then, You can see his stats. Yeah, the average yards per catch was good, but he was not really doing much. Like 19 receptions, 35, 24. Like not the greatest receptions as you're going through that. And only one touchdown for each season except for in 2021. Now, the Patriots, they really could use Jauan Jennings because I said it before. They do not have a deep threat. And they went into free agency and said, all right, who is this guy that we are going to get as a deep threat? And they went out and they got, I wouldn't say a bad player, but not a player that's on the caliber of Jauan Jennings, and that's Mack Hollins. And I like Mack Hollins. I mean, he's a little bit weird with all the barefoot stuff. Like, he doesn't wear shoes anywhere he goes, but he's still a solid player. But if you compare the stats, like, Josh Allen won MVP last year, and those were his statistics. Jauan Jennings had Brock Purdy, and I think Brock Purdy is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in football, and you could see that contested catch percentage is way higher, 63% to 58%. The only difference is Mack Hollins doesn't drop the ball, but you're not getting a lot of targets. 77 catches to 31. You're going to get a lot more, so you're probably going to drop a little more passes than Mack Hollins does, and it would just be an absolute upgrade. If I know you just signed Mack Hollins, but you can get rid of him. No, just if you upgrade, the Patriots are still going out there and looking for another wide receiver. You have Stefon Diggs. You drafted Kyle Williams. You still need that deep threat. You need the deep threat. Because if you can't get Drake Maye to drop back there and throw it deep, especially with this improved offensive line where you're going to get more time to throw, it's not going to look good, and you're going to be ended up throwing deep to Kayshon Boutte once again this season. If the Patriots do make a move at wide receiver, whether they trade for anybody, they sign anybody, or they make a move, which I hope they do, and I think they're really trying to still look for a move, we will make a video. So that's why you subscribe to the channel. Training camp, also 1 week away. 1 week until we have public practices, so you're going to make sure you want to subscribe to the channel to get content all throughout training camp so we can get you covered up to date on all the Patriots news and rumors. So subscribe to Patriots Today right now. Coming up, how much would a trade cost for a guy like Jauan Jennings? I know he didn't really have the best first 3 seasons of his career, but that 2024 season, that bumps your stock up completely. So we'll break that all down in just a second. But I still got this insane deal going on for you guys. $23.99 for this Patriots hoodie. I'm wearing a hoodie right now. And as you can tell, this is from Super Bowl 49. This hoodie is 10 years old. So I need to upgrade, and you can upgrade like me. Get a Patriots hoodie. That's 65% off. Chatsports.com/Pats hoodie. There's also many deals on there, but support the show. Support the Patriots. If you want to rep them, get your hoodie now because it's not going to be hot always. Once we get into football season, you're going to be wearing this nonstop. So chatsports.com/Pats hoodie. We'll have that in the comments and description of today's video if you want to type all that out because I hate typing things out. I just like to click. So we'll have that for you. Once again, chatsports.com/Pats hoodie. I saw a trade idea from Savage Boston on Twitter, and I just laughed at it. So I changed it up a little bit. He had a 2026 third-round pick and Kayshon Boutte for Jauan Jennings, and I saw that, and I said, no, I'm not giving up a young wide receiver and a third-round pick for a guy that's 28 years old. You're going to have to give a new contract for, and he's only proven it for 1 year. Kayshon Boutte could get a lot better. And also, with being in a contract year, he's going to have to get paid. And I was looking around the projections. I've seen a couple people also talk about a trade for Jauan Jennings here at Chat Sports. I asked them what the contract projection was, and they said $20 million per year, which is kind of absurd, but I get it. But I just, you have the cap space at $60 million, but when you're going to have to extend Christian Gonzalez, probably after this year when he's eligible, you're going to have Drake Maye on a rookie contract, which you know he's going to get that extension. It's just not looking good. I would not give him $20 million for when you've only produced for one singular year. Like, if this was Terry McLaurin, it'd be completely different. I'd throw the bag at Terry McLaurin. But it's just way too much money for a player who only has one good season. Yeah, you proved it once, but can you prove it again? Can you do it again? Can you be consistent? Can you be better? And with Kayshon Boutte, like, yeah, this is going into his third year. Is he going to be like he was solid in 2024? Once Drake Maye took over, he's getting better. So with Jauan Jennings, who's 28 years old, is he going to still get better as he ages, as going into 29, 30? Kayshon Boutte is young, very, very young. And with 43 catches, 589 yards, 13.7 average, and 3 touchdowns, like, I would probably rather develop Kayshon Boutte rather than give Jauan Jennings $20 million a year. You can develop Boutte. I think he's going to make the team, so I would kind of just take a step back. Would you guys accept this trade? Go down in the comments right now. Type A for accept or D for decline. You heard me say it. I would love Jauan Jennings, but if he wants $20 million a year, that's a stiff one, my guy. Like, if he does great in 2025, if he has a hell of a season with the 49ers, and I think the 49ers are going to bounce back a lot because they were terrible last year, and they're going to be a bounce-back season, then maybe I'd look at possibly trading and signing him. But for now, $20 million for a guy that's only proven it once, not doing it. I'm happily declining it. We got training camp 1 week away, and I'm going to be giving you videos all on my Twitter, and I'm going to be giving you guys shorts on my Instagram, so go ahead, give me a follow on both social media at The Real Alper, and make sure you subscribe, because we're getting a video for you guys every single day of training camp, so make sure you hit that big red sub button. And as always, let's go Pats.